Welcome back, Andrea. How you doing?
Fantastic. How are you, Mark?
I'm always fantastic to see you and talk to you when you're in my hometown of Montreal. So that's always, the joie de vivre is always great coming out of there, and the positive energy. So speaking of positive energy, one of my favorite questions is about influencers. And because, sometimes people influence us in a second at the right time. Sometimes it's over a lifetime. Sometimes most of the time, hopefully it's positive. Sometimes it's not. But so I'd like to ask you, like I've asked others, are there 2 or 3 people that you would share with that have been influencers in your life?
Yes, absolutely. And you just mentioned who are some of the influencers that can impact you through a lifetime. And the first people that come to mind is certainly my parents. They've had a huge influence in terms of who I am today and how I look at life. And I believe I embody both character traits from both my mother and my father. So it's been really, as I said, a beautiful journey, particularly having been born in Romania, being raised in a communist regime, and then them taking the leap to leave with, the whole family to come to North America was a complete adventure when you really think about it at their age. And I was 10 back then, but it has totally shaped how I look at life, the values that really are important to my life, and I'm tremendously grateful for everything they've done for me, and it's been just a wonderful, wonderful journey.
So not Nadia Comaneci then.
Well, she's an inspiration in a different sense, let's just say.
Anybody else?
Yes, absolutely. There's many people that come to mind, and you see, we often think about the popular figures that really I've been following and admiring for so many years. People like Oprah and Richard Branson, and it's really more about what they've achieved, how they've lived their personal lives, the values that they embody. And that's really what I really admire, right? It's not just about the success that they've had professionally, it's also about who they have become as a person, individually. And particularly if I think of Richard Branson and all the various philanthropic causes that he's focused on and so on, and Oprah that really just brings a wealth of insight and wisdom to enrich our lives and elevate our spirits in so many different ways. So as I said, these are certainly 2 very known personalities that we all know very well. But, across my days and my life, I've crossed so many individuals that have really inspired me through some of the words that they've shared with me or some of the actions that they've taken. And at the end of the day, what really inspires me is individuals that are fully living their life, enjoying this journey, and being able to build their resilience irrespective of specific challenges that may come along. And as we were just sharing before, life is filled with ups and downs, but as long as we can continue enjoying the journey, continue striving and asking ourselves, how do I truly grow from this adventure? And individuals that I have crossed basically until now that have really grown and evolved as human beings, they're a huge inspiration for me, because I think there's a lesson for all of us in this, that life is really about enjoying ourselves, but also growing as a human being and having a positive impact on this world. So many, as I said, individuals that I know have actually played a key role in influencing me and inspiring me in many different ways.
I think it also teaches us that we're also influencing other people, whether we know it or not sometimes. And it could be, like I said, in a minute or longer based on what we do. And it's something to be kept in mind, that it's a lot better to be a positive influencer than a negative one. And last but not least, I say this slide is, I would say someone who influenced our life is probably Tony Lafredo, in the sense that he got us together. And now we're influencing other people. And sometimes we forget about that too. It takes just one small thing like that to make an impact, beyond yourself.
Yes. And you see, it's those connections like Tony Lafredo connecting us that really allow us together now to amplify the
Yeah.
impact that we can collectively have on this world. Yeah, so it's incredible.
So look out, world, about well-being. We're on the way. Hey, thanks for sharing all that.
My pleasure, Mark.